Okay, here's where we are. Got the slots in. I guess you can see them. And here's the idea. What I had done was I had cut it 12 inches wide. Gave myself a little sewn lip right here so that to finish the ends of basically. Started tucking it in on this side over here that you can't see probably. Tucked it in behind between the foam and the box. Brought it back down inside here, up and over, back to down inside, up and over, down inside. Same thing all the way. So I got to here. Now the wife is sewing on the rest of it, and then at this point she'll take this and she'll sew this in as well. So this is going to come back out of here. But that's where we're at. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a mark on this. And where that mark is, the wife is going to sew from that mark down, making it a solid pocket basically. Because when that goes in there, it's not a solid pocket. The foam is showing over there to the side because it's basically like it is. So at that point, she's got to sew it down so it's a solid pocket. Then I can tuck the pocket in. You follow? And we'll be all set. So that's kind of like where we're at. Now again, one of the reasons why I did it this way and did the foam, the latex instead of the foam, and I may have said this before, this particular case gets a lot of abuse. I have more guns in here than I have in my other cases. So because I use this one all the time when I do classes and when I go to range myself, I use this one like 99% of the time. And the foam that comes with it, which is good, I'm not knocking it, but the way that I abuse it, it just doesn't hold up for long. And the last time I bought some foam for this case, it was $300, you know, and that's a little steep to keep replacing. It has those little cutouts in it, so naturally you just peel out what you want and the firearm fits in. But because it isn't as dense as the latex, and the firearms being so close together, when the case is up on end, they're starting to, where am I? They're starting to touch one another. They're laying against one another. Because it wasn't dense enough. And then the next thing you know, the foam starts to fall apart and so on and so forth. The latex being denser, I'm thinking is going to stop that from happening. The other day, I did a video kind of showing you what I was doing here. But meanwhile, as I was playing it to go through it a little bit, because I don't really like to bore you guys with a lot of nonsense, and sometimes I just rattle on and end up getting off track and everything else. So, but meanwhile, I realized that the TV was blasting in the back. Now see, I kind of like zone that stuff out. I listen to the radio, but the TV I just zone out as background noise. Now if it's not there, I'll know it's not there. But other than that, I really don't pay attention to it. Until I was watching the video. And I realized that it sounded like I was in a room with 400 people and, you know, large screen projection TVs going on or something. I mean, it was just like ridiculously loud. So, but meanwhile, this is where I'm at. Here's my pockets. They're all sewed as one continuous piece. I don't know if you can actually see the way that it is, but here's the back side. And now those are going to get tucked into those slots or slits. And that's where we're at. So, and then at that point it's just a matter of a little adhesive here and there and a little touch up here and there and clean it down, let it dry, and put the guns in it, and I'm done. Alright, almost done. We just got to straighten this out so all these look nice and neat on both sides and still have enough play in the pocket so that it'll give with the guns. And then once I figure out exactly where these are all going to be, then I'll just start tacking them in place. I don't know if I want to put a stitch in it just to hold it, or maybe just a little contact adhesive. You know, like I say, I just gotta open up some of the inner pockets where these are fit into, so these here will straighten out. See, the pockets are a little shorter than the outer pocket that we made, so you get that little gathering. So I just got to open it up just a little bit more, and basically that's done. You know, I mean, that's as close to done as done's going to get, except for these pockets. I got to finish these. Now I got to, you know, line them. I got all the liners. Where am I? Here. Oh, I got the camera turned. I got all the liners here, so I can line inside the pockets. So that's done. And I got the adhesive. I got some brushes. I was going to use a spray adhesive, but you know, use like a brush or a Q-tip, but that's a pain in the ass. So I just went and bought some good material contact adhesive, and now I just got to get everything to fit, and we're done. That's where we're at. Okay, we're done. Ta-da! Ta-da! Just a little bit of touch up here and there, but it's done. I really don't even have to do that. We're that far done, it's done. So I got black pockets in here. I may change them to a camo pocket, but I ain't gonna worry about it. It's done.